first step is do a thorough analysis of who you're competing with in terms of products and technology through the patent searches or through other market research reports. But once you've done that and you have a sense of who you might be competing with, if the company is in the private sector, a lot of the information is obviously not published. But their website, trade show brochures, their press releases, or any blog sites that they participate in, and annual reports and tax filings, those can give you a lot of information about the company that you're working with. The other thing that the company really needs to do is do an honest SWOT analysis, to compare yourself with a competitor. But be very specific about what you're doing the SWOT analysis on, whether it's the product and technology comparison, or the distribution channel, or perhaps it's HR issues, or your current financial structure that you have in the company. I think it's important to do that to have a better sense of who your real competitors are. Of course, a lot of the market research reports would help you understand the general market size of the space that you're dealing with, but be careful about the definition being used by the analysts in these reports. But the other option is not to be shy to do a bottom-up method on your own for market sizing. When I say bottom-up, I just mean that revenues of the different competitors in your space. But when you are doing that, be aware of comparing yourself to the immediate competitors that you are working with, i.e. if you're in the tier 3 space, that would be your market size versus a larger tier 1 company's revenues. So just be aware of how you do your market sizing. There are many resources out there that provide understanding of customers or within a geography or in different industries, but I think regardless of where you're selling, whether it's to a business customer or a consumer directly, doing focus groups can be very beneficial to understand the buying patterns of that region, or understanding the price points that they are willing to pay or the features that they like in a particular region. So I would advise that there are a lot of online focus groups these days, which can be done from any corner of the planet, which can be very beneficial in before you do a product development or any kind of decision that you make on prices, etc. There are quite a lot of different business models out there that entrepreneurs can explore, especially across different industries. I think it is important to leverage what works in different industries to your own. I have always found that it is effective to have employees from cross-industry backgrounds within the company as well to bring in that fresh perspective. So I would encourage everyone to look across different, really diverse industries to decide on the business models they would like to go with. It is important for entrepreneurs to think about selling across different industries. Perhaps today who you're selling to is the healthcare space, but the product may be also relevant in the DoD space. I have personally seen that shift in many companies branding themselves differently to be in alignment with the investment that's happening in that space. For example, after 9/11, a lot of companies that were in the hazmat space were changed into first responder products, etc. Or DNA testing companies have aligned themselves to testing for anthrax, for example. So I think it's always important to see where the money is, tracking the money, where investment is happening. Right now, I would say in clean tech, there's a lot of activity happening in Ontario, as most people know, and also in China. And with this new developments or the tragedies, I would say, with the oil spill by BP in the Gulf Coast, I am sure there are going to be investments made in oil spill management and technologies related to that. So I would encourage entrepreneurs to see where the investment is happening.